Hello everyone, I'm Ben Mosley and I'm the founder of DigiDesign Group, and today we're going to present to you a proposed ban on TikTok in the US and why Time magazine should cover it because time is running out. So first off, we'll start off with our references, which is our due diligence. To start with that, New York Times wrote that the administration has repeatedly set national security officials to Capitol Hill to privately make the case for the legislation and offer dire warnings on the risk of TikTok current ownership. The White House briefed lawmakers before 50-0 committee vote last week that advanced the bill to the full House. CBS also wrote, Americans could lose access to TikTok within 6 months if a bill that seeks to force its Beijing parent company, ByteDance, to sell its stake unless it's signed into law. But the popular video sharing app potential demise in the U.S. depends on whether the legislation can overcome a number of hurdles in Congress and survive legal scrutiny. So, is TikTok a topic and why Time should cover this as it? If that's not enough reason, TikTok is currently the 5th most popular social media application online. Currently, it's a divided nation on top of this topic, with 1.5 billion worldwide users in TikTok currently. Less than 6 months left until the decision is made, as CBS News wrote. So, moving forward, who is our target audience? So first off, technology enthusiasts. Many of them are always on all of the social media apps. Another one will be content creators and business owners. As you know, many content creators are on all of the social media apps, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram Reels, along with business owners who can benefit from posting throughout their social medias as well. Our target demographic was also 18 to 35-year-olds, which fits in the range of the demographic for Time magazine and TikTok. So who's the persona? So for this persona, we used an image off of Adobe stock. And the persona is Emily, who is around probably 26 years old, but I didn't put an age on it. So Emily's a tech-savvy urban professional living in a bustling metropolis. You can see below some of her hobbies and what motivates her. Moving on to a SWOT analysis of why we believe that this would be the best magazine cover for Time to cover for this month's issue. Some of the strengths will be TikTok has a massive user base, as I mentioned before. They have engaging content. They use algorithms that definitely can help them allow people to see videos that they're consistently wanting to view. They have a global influence along with their easy and free to use. Some of their weaknesses is they do have some negative content, which can be very harmful to others, along with the viewership might be disturbing to others. It can also be known to be very addictive, and it's also been known to have lower monetization for content creators versus other social media content creation applications. Some of the opportunities include updated geographical policies. As mentioned before, the U.S. is currently trying to ban it. More AI integration to fix some of the algorithms and potentially even get rid of some of that negative content. And then update the reputation in the U.S. And some of the threats will be the current government policies in place to potentially ban them, their local competition such as YouTube, Facebook, etc., and public perception, which is currently on the fence, as we mentioned earlier. Moving forward past that, on to targeting, who our target will be. So first off, our competition will be obviously Snapchat, Instagram, and YouTube. So each platform has its unique features, as you'll see here. TikTok has experienced significant growth, particularly among younger demographics due to its short-form video content and algorithm-driven feed. Instagram also remains popular for visual storytelling and offers various features like Instagram TV, Reels, and it also has shopping capabilities. And then Snapchat maintains its popularity, especially among young users, with its swift messaging and augmented reality filters. So those are the three that we kind of covered to see the competition. And here you'll see a chart where some data shows the potential rise of the various social media applications in the next coming years. So next will be our goals for this. So the goals for the design will obviously be relevancy. So obviously TikTok and the ban in the U.S. will affect millions upon millions of people. So it is a very relevant topic. What value does it bring to time? As I mentioned before, our demographic we chose was mixed to incorporate TikTok's demographic along with Time's demographic, so we can reach a wider audience, which will provide a lot more value. And then differentiation, we allowed for this article to kind of go outside of the box of what Time can sometimes cover. We believe that this article will definitely really catch the eye of the viewer and make them want to read more about Time. So moving on to how we designed the process and what we decided to move forward with. So some of our initial sketches, the first one you'll see right here is just an hourglass with maybe a clock in it, and then the TikTok logo being squeezed into the hourglass with time running out. The other option would be to have TikTok as kind of getting padlocked and locked away, TikTok going to be locked up. So these are what we call our low-end sketches, and this is just a very rough draft. But what we really want to do is have what we call a visual impact on you guys. And so to do that, what we really need to do to have a visual impact is to create a better visual for you to view. So for that, moving forward, before we get into the visual for you to view, let's talk about some affordances that this article could have if you publish this as your cover. First off, there's brand recognition. TikTok is obviously, as I mentioned, it's the 5th most popular social media application. Digital engagement, this is not only going to be good for printing, but also for online. And then visual impact, as I just mentioned. Some of the limitations will be time restraints. As I mentioned, there is a potential 6-month window that we have to get this done before potentially could already be banned, and Time will be too late to cover this. Audience reception, you never know. As I mentioned before, currently the nation's divided on the reception of the ban on TikTok. And then competition, obviously, not just does Time magazine have competition, but so does TikTok in the different limitations that might be hindered from that. So moving on to our first wireframe. On the first wireframe, we put that the big thing is that currently this subject is currently up for debate, as many users are conflicted and some are indifferent due to ease of use of other social media apps. So example would be, many content creators have decided that with the low monetization, along with YouTube being already easily accessible, what's the need for TikTok as well, especially if they're going to ban it. So that would be one thing that we thought was a high value concept. And the other big thing was that we ensured to incorporate keywords, so like locked out, future, uncertain future in America, and then TikTok. These are obvious keywords that people will be looking up online as well. So when you post the digital article, this will render into the digital world as well. Moving forward onto our final wireframe, which we call a medium value polished sketch. So for this, we call this medium value because one, it has the intriguing headline and it's a little more visual for you to kind of get an idea of what we're going to design 3D. And then also we wanted to show off that, a little more easier for you to see the brand recognition involved in this. So the final sketch that we would like to move forward with, here's the wireframe for it, is what we initially were going for is that time is running out for TikTok. And so we wanted to play into the magazine's name along with the application's name. So you'll see there's relevant topics, clever brand incorporation, and all that leads to a high value polished sketch. And so you'll see here it shows time is running out, proposed ban in the U.S., which has the attention-grabbing header and topic, and then the mystery and emptiness with no answer on the base of the hourglass really kind of leads to the viewer to kind of want to read more into it. And so that is our high-value polished sketch, and that is our proposition to propose to Time Magazine. Any questions?